here today with Preston Futrell, President and CEO of Reflex Systems, talking about virtualization, its adoption, and some of the challenges. Preston, tell me a little bit about what is driving adoption of virtualization in enterprises today.
Yeah, so there are a number of things, and certainly we can point to the economic conditions over the last couple of years. It's a market where the whole point is to consolidate, simplify, save money. So we know that IT organizations certainly aren't spending a lot more money than they used to spend, so they're looking for ways to be more efficient, and this is one way that a lot of them have chosen to do that. So that's been a big piece of it. They're getting beyond kind of the test and development, so the maturity of virtualization has come a long way, and their ability to do all the things they did in the physical space, we're getting closer and closer to that. So they're getting more confident in putting production systems on virtual machines. So I think those have been two of the major drivers. The other things, there's some significant challenges to that as well. So they're running into issues around performance, right? Can I get the same level of performance on a virtual machine that I got on a physical machine with a dedicated piece of hardware? And that has definitely been an issue for them, right? And it's one of the things that not just the hypervisor vendors, but also the ecosystem vendors building management tools and other things have tried to address, and that's certainly made a big difference as they've started to overcome some of those challenges. And it's also not just a cool new technology anymore, right? It's core infrastructure. It's subject to the same level of scrutiny and things that we've traditionally been used to with software and other infrastructure technologies. And having the ability through other technologies and things to augment the problems that are brought up and the gaps, if you will, in that technology have been a big reason, has been the challenge up to this point. So we're just starting to see some of those things be overcome, in this day and age.
And what is it that Reflex does to help these customers?
Yeah, so our approach has really been, we believe that in a market where the whole point, as we said, was to consolidate, simplify, and save money, companies won't spend, a bunch of extra money to buy 8 or 10 or 12 different management products to solve 8 or 10 different management problems, right? So, because if you do that, you've ruined all the cost savings that you got from virtualizing in the first place. So, our approach is an integrated platform, provide as many functions for managing that environment efficiently as possible in a single platform. So you give the virtualization administrator more things at their fingertips to solve more problems without having to jump from one product to the next. And in our world, we think monitoring, analysis, security, and configuration management are 3 of those major problems. And we've seen that kind of bear itself out when we look at our customer base and the people who are buying from us and deriving significant value from the technology they're using from us today. We've got some very large, one very large financial institution, about almost 35,000 virtual machines in a worldwide infrastructure, using us strictly for the purpose of audit and compliance to be able to make sure they can maintain control over the configurations of the objects in the infrastructure at all points in time. And those are big problems. Those are the problems that we're concentrating on a daily basis, and those are the kinds of things that we're starting to see more and more, including the service providers in the cloud computing space. So we've got a couple of customers today who are using us to provide all the firewalling and segmentation in their public cloud infrastructure. So our philosophy is integrated platform, but allow the customer to use all the features of virtualization for which they bought it and implemented in the first place, but do it in a controlled manner with a lot of visibility and providing access to all the proper people who need to see what's going on.
Great. Well, Preston, thanks so much for your time today. Preston Futrell, Reflex Systems.